I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the pack and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fighting to stay upright. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Jones. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing Jones. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We're scoreless after 1.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field, looked like, and they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
Now Carr.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. So what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Returnable here from the 38. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now a play fake. Carr. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jones on first down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Randy Gregory coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
The Carr's throw taken in by Samuel.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The pickup there, 5 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And now here is another interception. picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Slot man moves right. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jaguars, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up.